What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. I've gotten a ton of questions about the rollback to the update that just occurred in Dungeon Defenders 2. Now, of course, the update that came out last week had a lot of issues with it. It was causing lots of crashes on PC and on consoles. And just altogether, there was lots of concerns. So the majority of the update got rolled back. There are a few things that stayed. The Unified Ascension stayed, of course, so you can put points wherever you want. Additionally, the nerf to the plasma defense system stayed. Now, one thing that everyone noticed right away is the plasma defense system, although it stayed at the 0.7 attack rate and the reduced range from the nerf, the DU cost went from 60 back down to 40. And lots of people have been asking about that. Now, I assumed that this was just an error with the rollback and that it was going to return to 60 once they get the update all dialed in. However, I did get confirmation from Chromatic this was intended. So the 40 DU will be remaining. So they decided to go from, to turn back that nerf a little bit with going from 60 to 40 DU. Now the 4500 attack rate and the or the 0.7 attack rate and the 4500 range cap are both still remaining, and the update in its entirety will be back. Lots of folks have been asking about that. The update didn't get canceled. It just got postponed and rolled back until they get things dialed in that were causing issues. So the full update will be back in. As soon as we get notification on when that will be, I will let you all know. Of course, this being over the weekend, I've got to give them time to cook. These guys are working super hard on Dungeon Defenders 2. The ones that are putting time into it all deserve a little bit of patience, and they are doing their best to get things dialed in. So as soon as we know more info, I will definitely post it up here. I got mixed emotions on it. I'm kind of, I know a lot of people will be super happy that the DU has gone back down to 40. I personally don't really care for nerfs in games, but I do understand something had to happen with the plasma defense. And I think it's a pretty happy medium. I think it's the least fun of the mediums, but I do think it's a pretty happy medium. To me personally, I would have rather seen the range and everything remain intact and the DU cost go up. In fact, I would have been more than happy with seeing the DU cost like double and go to 80 if it would have kept its original range and rate. As I feel like that was the main thing. It was a super powerful defense, no doubt, and still is, without question. However, I think if it was 80 DU or something a little bit more expensive, it wouldn't really have been that bad. But just my personal opinion, obviously I'm not in the business of balancing games, and we all have our favorites on what we like to see for towers. But anyway, 40 DU is remaining. The remainder of the update will be back as soon as they get things dialed in. And in the meantime, have a great weekend, y'all. Thanks a ton for watching, and I will see you next time. Take it easy.